It's frigid up here. What happened to the heat? And here I thought this was supposed to be Heat City. It never gets cold here. Why is it suddenly so cold? I don't understand. Everyone else seems to have their heaters working. Or, at the very least, not as cold as I am. I don't understand. Why am I so cold? All I know is that I need to get a win in the win column. If I don't, it's game over for me. Literally. I've done some good, but it hasn't been enough. If I can get a win, I can show some results and show that the Heat City faith wasn't put into the hands of the wrong person. Got a lot to prove this week. Okay, now let's see if I can contact the Heat City office and see why it seems to be super cold in here. It shouldn't be cold in here at all. And they're replying, why is it so cold? Because I'm losing, so my heat supply got cut off. Okay, no, that's valid. That's actually very, very valid. I'm not cooking hard enough, therefore there's no heat in the house. It all makes sense now. So just get a win, and then the heat should come back. Or do I have to get the heat first so I can win? Someone I haven't gotten a 1 yet. I have no idea what I'm doing. But I gotta show the people of Heat City that their faith was not misplaced. No matter what I have to do. Sometimes desperate times call for desperate measures. Well, now it's time to make a game plan. All right. Well, now. Guess I should probably go ahead and head out. Right? I don't want to become the outcast. Well, it's time to get cooking. Please let me get a win. Last last week, we tried to trick room our way to victory, but ended up coming short against Twisted, coached of the Chicago Boltons. And now, I wonder what comes next. As we go up against Rose, coach of Horsing Around. And last time we fought Rose, it was MDL quarterfinals, and we lost to Scarf Ogie Dogie. Thankfully, we don't have to fight Ogie Dogie until next week, so... well, this weekend, I should say. But anyways, we don't have to fight Ogie Dogie for a while, so we're fine. Anyways, going up against Rose is a very difficult team to go up against because there are a lot, a lot of threats on the other side. The main one being Terra Rock Pond, because as we know, my team is very weak to rock. So it's going to be pretty hard to get everything into the right positioning. But I think it should be manageable. This is like the 1 week where Terra Ground Uni actually looks pretty okay, especially in the Rock Pond, because Rock Pond is a Terra captain. The other Terra captain is also Cryogonal, which I can respect. And that is Terra Electric, Poison, and Steel. So, pretty solid Terras on it, all things considered. It's not ground, though. There's no ground. So there shouldn't be any Acid Armor Evil Cryo shenanigans. Although I don't think they're going to bring Cryo into my Tinkaton team, so... but it would be pretty funny if you tried that. So that could be funny. And also, she's got one of my goats in Mudsdale, the horse. She's also got Spectrier, which is the main problem of her team captain. She's also got Keldeo, and those are the only 3 horses on the entire team. The rest of the threats are like Clefable and Latios. I know I said Rock Pond earlier. Like the first 6 on her team, the Spectrier, the Keldeo, the Mudsdale, the Rock Pond, the Latios, and the Clefable. Those are the 6 I expect. There could be a wild card or 2, like Terra Cryogonal for Rapid Spin. But if she brings her wild cards, that's kind of one less threat on the other side that I need to worry about. And Rose is known for bringing wild cards, because an ODL, she had a Ting Lu. And Ting Lu never came into me despite having a half-decent matchup. Or Castilian Lilliant, for some reason. I mean, I did have a uni, so I guess it makes sense. But in any case, she does have a few wild cards on the other side. I don't expect to see any of them, but it wouldn't shock me, because her removal is few and far between. It's not that great, so the hazard stack is pretty free here. So I need to be able to figure out what my game plan is going into this battle, because I want to be able to weaken her team for potentially a gouging cheese endgame. And I have some ways to do it. It's all going to come down to like, what's she going to bring? What prep is she going to have? Because what Rose likes to do, if she has a super effective move, she's going to click it. So I can use that to my advantage, knowing that if there's a super effective move that she can click, she will click it unless she wants to try her setup first, which is very possible. Like, that Latios could be agility weakness policy for all I know. Or just Dragon Ants, just in general. she doesn't really have many physical attackers outside of Mudsdale, Latios, and Rock Pond. So, and I have ways to deal with them to an extent. So, because those Pokemon on the especially defensive side, not great. Not great. So, we're going to try and hit him with Uni. In case that wasn't already obvious. Mudsdale, I assume, is likely going to be a rock setter. Because I don't think you want to bring spikes on Rock Pond in this matchup. And if you want hazards on me, you're gonna have to bring Mudsdale with rocks. So if Mudsdale is a hazard setter, it wouldn't surprise me. Stamina is going to get annoying for maybe if I want to bring Water Pond. It will be kind of annoying for Water Pond, although Agricultural can just have a 12.5% chance to crit. So maybe. I've been getting pretty lucky with crits lately. I'm just saying, it's very humanly possible. They call me the Hax King. They don't call me Zack Attack for nothing. That's what she said. Anyways, so I'm going to be looking forward to my battle with Rose, which, by the time this goes up, it will likely be going on. So I hope that this goes well, and if I don't get a win this week, for whatever reason, yeah, it can be safely assumed that I'm just cooked. Because, well, my next week opponent, well, I'm not going to spoil it. Some of you guys already know, but for those who don't, I'm not going to spoil it. And if I lose this game, I can basically just kiss my season goodbye. It's basically over for me. So if I lose this game, it's over for me. So I really hope that I don't lose. Like, if I had beaten Dire, Silverhawk, or both of them, maybe I'd be okay with losing this game. But for right now, it is not looking good for me. I can afford to drop my Week 5 game, but this game I cannot afford to drop. So, or any of the other ones. Week 5, maybe. But we'll see how well. I have to do well this game. Like, I have to do, like, so well that it's like, I can afford to drop it. So, also try to lower my diff. But we'll see. I don't really like my odds to make playoffs, but it's still humanly possible. And all starts with beating Rose. I cannot stress this enough. I need to get my my MDL revenge. So let's do it. And it's all going to start with a certain boss. Now, let's get into the team builder and let me show off what I've got this week. All right, now it is time to get into the team builder for this week. It's going to be a tough ride for sure. Going up against Rose and that stupid Spectrier. We love Spectrier here in this household, but I don't want to go against it. It's terrifying to go against. And, but thankfully my front office knows how to use it and knows what it can do. So that was definitely helpful. Shout outs to my boy, Zach Manda. Now I'm going to go ahead and let's go ahead and get into the team builder. Obviously, we got to start with the GOAT himself. The team captain for this season, Gouging Fire, aka Broly. We got the Moringa Berry this week. We're going full chaos mode. We got some heat this week. The Moringa Berry is there because a lot of Rose's team is special attackers, so there is a very good chance we can get that Moringa Berry to proc. We got Dragon Inch, Dragon Claw, Heat Crash, and Morning Sun. Because we are bringing Sun this week, we got Morning Sun is there to heal up and set up in front of special attackers like the Keldeo, because she does have a Keldeo. And with that being the case, we also have a little bit of speed investment because not too much, but we got enough to be able to outspeed Keldeo at +1, assuming it is not Scarfed. But we do need 2 to outspeed Spectrier, and that thing is likely not going to be Scarfed because my fastest Pokemon is my Uni, and it gets naturally outsped by Spectrier. So we got that. Dragon Claw is there for the Latios. I did try to fit Iron Head on this set for Clefable, but I just couldn't do it. Clefable being unaware is really going to be terrifying, and they can just Calm Mind set up in my face. Gouging Cheese is going to be extremely important in this battle, which is why the Moringa Berry is there, so that we can set up in front of special attackers. But we gotta get the physical attackers out of the way first. Mudsdale shouldn't be that hard to clear. You got Uni for Rock Pond. It's gonna be that Latios is gonna be the main issue. But we can't outspeed it at +1 because I didn't put enough speed investment. I needed the extra bulk for the special attackers. So it is going to be a little bit of an uphill battle, but thankfully we have the GOAT herself, Uni the boss, who is going to be Terra Ground for the first time this season. We are Life Orbed out of our mind. We have Thunderbolt, Air Slash, Terra Blast, and Tailwind with the Wind Power. The Wind Power is simply there to make sure I can get a boosted electric type attack on the following hit. But also, there's not really a need for Volt Absorb because there's not really a true electric type on the other side. Terra Electric Cryo does not count. Air Slash is there for just to outspeed, gets me against some flinches. Terra Blast, Terra Ground. Very obvious why that is there. So we do have to be on the lookout for that. But yeah, Uni is the boss, and she's gonna do what she does best. Next up, we have Ogerpon. Ogerpon and Wellspring here. We have Ivy Cudgel, Spikes, Horn Leech, and Trailblaze. This is likely going to be our lead. Because, like I said, the hazard removal is few and far between. So, if I can get up a Trailblaze at any given point in time, I can outspeed her entire team, get a few layers of Spikes, Ivy Cudgel for good water, Horn Leech to heal myself. I don't have knockoff on this set, unfortunately. I think the main reason why I don't have knockoff is because I want to be able to heal myself with Horn Leech. I might change that before the battle, I'm not sure. Only reason I would change it is because I don't so I want to be able to deal with Spectrier and Latios, be able to knock off their items and deal super effective damage. Problem is that I fear weakness policy on Latios. If I knock off and I don't kill, it does proc. And I'm expecting the Spectrier to maybe be Cobra Berry. It could be Sublefties. That's the main reason why I don't have knockoff, is because I don't want to accidentally proc a weakness policy on Latios. And by the way, I did lie about Gouging Fires and speed investment. If there is enough to outspeed Latios at +1, I am stupid. But even still, we got Lousy Pond here, and hopefully, as a Spikes lead, assuming Cryogonal is not there, should be okay. Next up, we have Bubby! Now, Bubby is like Clay, but we only have one screen, and that is right screen. We don't have Reflect for one reason for one reason only, despite there being a very legit counter on the other side in Latios. And that is because of Encore. I can Encore trap the Latios into Dragon Dance, weaken it with Play Rough. Problem is that I don't have priority on this team. So it's very difficult to, if Latios sets up too much, to outspeed, which is why you need Scott Tailwind there in the first place. However, Gigaton Hammer can be there for Clef, can Encore Clef into said light screen, Encore Clef into like something like a Calm Mind, so I can like try to do damage to it with Bubby over time. But Bubby only has so much Gigaton Hammers, and Clef can only do so much before it Moon Knights in my face. And Bubby is not that strong, so it's a bit of a problem. But I should be okay. It's just that I'm really, in case it wasn't clear, very scared of Latios and Clef, and I have a lot of prep for Clef because Clef screwed me over in mocks a few times. But Latios is just, it's very scary. Latios is just very scary. There's not really much I can do about it, except for my next Pokemon, the Tree! Now the Tree is Terra Fairy. I would prefer to use my Terra on Uni, but if for some reason Rock Pond is not there, I do have the Tree. We have Assault Vest with Giga Drain, Alluring Voice, Earth Power, and Weather Ball because we are breeding Sun with our next Pokemon. We are modest out of our mind. Giga Drain, we have a Seed Sower, mainly there to weaken EQs from Lati. Although, if it's already Dragon's up enough, it's probably just going to like Luster Purge or Dragon Claw me in my face anyways. I am max HP though, so there is a good chance I do live 1 at +1, but at +2, I don't think I'm living anything. So, that's a problem. Alluring Voice does do a lot, and if I can catch it on a Dragon Dance, that could be very, very good for me. But yeah, it's very difficult to hit Latios this matchup, but I am going to 100% try my best. Last but not least, we got Torkoal here, we got Sunny, we got the Heat Rock. I originally considered running Heavy Duty Booty, but with the extended Sun turns in this matchup, especially because considering that I'm pretty sure the only hazard she's going to have on her side is going to be that Mudsdale, I kind of saw Heat Rock and took the opportunity to utilize that to my advantage, but we are very Spadef. As you can see, I'm running a lot of Spadef. And not a lot of Fizz. Although I can, if I need to, bring this in, because I do have enough Fizz Def to live a Earthquake at +1, especially if Seed Sower is up, Progressive Terrain in +2. I can clear Smog Clefable, I can clear Smog Latios, I can clear Smog Spectrier. That's mainly why that's there. Lava Plume is there for good Fire Stab in the Sun. Representing to get rid of hazards, and then Rocks to get our own rocks up. It's going to be a difficult matchup against Rose for sure. I don't have the greatest matchup in the world. However, I did pretty well in mocks despite that. So as long as I stick to the game plan and try my best and not get too stressed out, we should be able to walk away with this battle with a win. Hopefully, if it's Scarf Lottie, it actually helps us out better because it's not the Dragon Dance variant. Dragon Dance is going to be a lot worse than Scarf would ever be. Even though I do have Gouging Cheese. We outspeed Gouging Cheese, I would need +2 to outspeed it. But even if it's Scarf, like, I can just switch in. I can Bubby. I got Bubby to force it out. So, there's that. And then just a free light screen after that. So, whatever I gotta do to win. And yeah, that's gonna be all from me going into this battle. I am scared. I am stressed. But we ball. And I'm gonna be super excited to watch my team go right down the drain. So, yeah, I don't have a lot of confidence in myself this battle. But yeah, I'm going to take. I'm going to. That's going to be all from me going into this battle. I am scared. I am nervous, but whatever can be done. So, I will see y'all on the flip side. I am going to try my best and not get destroyed. And I will see you all in the battle. Wishing the best of luck because I will likely need it. And that's going to be all for week 4 of the MLBBL. And oh my gosh, I am nervous also. And yeah, it's going to be really bad. It's going to be really bad. But you know what? Whatever can we do, we just got to go in there and get the job done. And that team can definitely get the job done. I did win a mock out of 2. Clefable destroyed me on the first one. But it'll be fine. That's why I have so much prep on the special side, because of that stupid pink monster. So it's gonna be a fun one. We're gonna have a good time. It's gonna be kind of crazy. And you know what? We're just gonna ball. We are just going to ball. That's all she wrote. So I will see y'all in the next battle. And until then, remember that I am the GOAT. My name is Zach Attack. I'm your coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers. I hope you all have a glorious day. And I will certainly see you all on the flip side. Peace!